Hello, ocean people. I'm Ninja, and I exhibited my first poster of my PhD research project at the UN Ocean Decade Conference 2024 in Barcelona. And I consciously used the word exhibited because there was no presentation. Usually there is a poster presentation where you talk about it and present your findings, but they didn't have that. So I didn't have the chance to talk to anybody about my poster, and I'm going to do that now. Let me just quickly get it. So here you go. I think I have to hang it. So this is my poster. It's basically about the distribution of academic marine education programs around the world with a specific focus on ocean literacy. And why is that interesting? Well, marine education is incredibly important for ocean protection. And there is just one ocean that connects us all. So we all have to care for it, not only a specific country. But if you look at the education, it's very unequally distributed. You can see that on this map. There are a few places like the USA or Europe that are packed with different subjects on marine education that you can study. But then you can also see that, for example, in Africa or in South America, there are some countries that don't have any subjects on marine education. And now imagine you are from one of these countries, you want to study something ocean related, and you just simply don't have access to it. So you can see that getting marine education is a huge privilege, actually. And it shouldn't be. It's a huge infrastructural problem if there are some parts of the world where you have a huge selection and there are other parts of the world where you cannot study anything ocean-related. How are these places in the world ever going to specialize or to advance marine science and be able to protect their ocean if they don't have the means to actually educate their people about it? So to put that into perspective, you can take a look at this tree map, where the size of every rectangular represents the amount of academic marine education programs in that respective continent in relation to the other continents. As you can see, Europe makes up a huge part, North America and Asia also make up huge parts, and then Africa, Oceania, and South America make up only a fraction of academic marine education programs. Africa and South America, two very big continents, combined have less academic marine education programs than the United Kingdom alone. So I already said that I put a specific focus on ocean literacy in this case. And ocean literacy is an educational approach that wants to make people ocean literate. So wants to make them understand their impact on the ocean and the ocean's impact on us. There's also more to it, but that's like the baseline of what you need to know about ocean literacy in this case. And it's very important to understand your impact on the ocean and the ocean's impact on you if you're studying, for example, marine engineering or shipping or basically everything connected to the ocean. So ocean literacy is very important to incorporate into marine education. And on this map, you can see all the red dots. That's academic marine education programs where ocean literacy is incorporated. Then the dark dots, that's the programs where there's no ocean literacy incorporated. And the light blue dots, that's still not categorized because it's a work in progress and I'm just not yet done with it. But you can see that there is still a lot to do. Asia is actually looking pretty good. They have a lot of red dots, or maybe they just have a different understanding of ocean literacy and they put it into more descriptions than Europeans or Northern Americans. Who knows? So you can see that there are still many academic marine education programs that do not incorporate ocean literacy into their curriculum. And it's very interesting to then look at the different disciplines. Here are the 6 disciplines that make up 86% of all marine education worldwide. And there you can see that it's very different how ocean literacy is incorporated. For example, in agriculture, that means fishing and aquaculture in this case. There you have quite a big amount of academic marine education programs within agriculture that incorporate ocean literacy. But if you then look at the other end, shipping and transportation, there is almost no ocean literacy incorporated. No one can tell me that it's not important to know about your impact on the ocean and the ocean's impact on you if you're working in shipping and transportation, right? So there's still a lot to do in terms of incorporating ocean literacy into the marine curriculum in many different fields and many different disciplines around the globe. So this was a very quick ride through the poster. There's more on it, but I didn't want to make this too long. As a takeaway, there are two main points. One, access to marine education is incredibly unequally distributed around the globe. And two, marine education needs to incorporate a holistic understanding of human-ocean interaction. And that's still a long way to go. That's why I'm working on my PhD in this field, right? So hopefully I'll be able to advance the global marine curriculum in one way or another. So drop your questions in the comments and see you next time.